Today is a big day on the farm. We're doing a ton of planting, we're harvesting, we're tying tomatoes. I'm going to be also harvesting a bunch of my microgreen trials. I'll try to just have little bits of it here and there, but one thing we were starting to do right now is harvesting our lettuce that's interplanted with the tomatoes, and it is no easy task. But I found a way to do it, and it's working. Roger's in beast mode. So what we're doing basically is, instead of harvesting an entire bed of lettuce, we're going to harvest a corridor of lettuce, and so which is technically the half side of one bed and then half side of another, just so it's easy, so we don't have to go around. We'll just harvest this corridor, and then the next week we can harvest that corridor, and so on and so forth. So this lettuce will be in succession now. It will be, you know, we'll harvest this one today, and then we'll harvest another corridor near the end of the week, and then we'll do that for a couple weeks, and then we'll be back on to the second cut around that time. It's at one of our high rotation sites here, the one with the 2 caterpillar tunnels. We're just gonna start doing some work here. We're doing some harvesting, some planting. I'm gonna bring some compost back here to spread on the beds, and we're just doing a bit of weeding work. We're going to be using a fork to fork out some of the couch grass that's in the beds. So, and then maybe just doing a stirrup hoe quickly of the walkways. Weeding isn't something we have to do a lot of, but with the quack grass, because we get these rhizomes in there, it's better just to dig them out, tease them out of the ground, than to shank them at the base, because they'll just keep coming back. But I'm gonna get in my truck right now and go pick up some compost at Jordan Marr's place. Here at Jordan's place, getting some compost. He's busy, so I'm not going to bother him, but just wanted to make a comment on how great it is to have a community of farmers that can share resources that's mutually beneficial for one another, and it's awesome. Jordan's got a place that I can park compost piles, and I've never been able to buy large amounts of compost at once because I can only store so much at a time. Like at the most 1 yard I could put in one plot, but we've got a big pile here. We're getting another 10-yard pile here as well, and you know, just come and go and get it as I please. Just going out into Jordan's field here. He says he's got something to show us.
The new thing that you're trying,
yeah, I see that,
is that angled.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's Simon's. That he did that after seeing yours or Michael Kirkpatrick's video, you know, the angled final hoop.
Yep.
But I still like to have a nice open doorway. So I'm still gonna anchor my last formal hoop just straight up and down.
Okay.
And then I just tried out this, so you can see what you think. It's just a prototype.
I think I know what you're gonna do. Jean Martin did this last year.
Did he?
Well, I'll see how it goes.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, it's super simple, but this one can be improved upon. But instead of an end wall,
yeah,
just bring that down.
Yeah.
And then I can just click into right there.
Oh, there you go. You got a rebar clip on the ground.
So then my first reaction was, so I made it relatively tight so it doesn't blow like crazy in the wind, and so the rain will ride off of it. But then if you do it tight like that, at least because of my crappy building skills and understanding of physics, is that then I was picturing in my mind's eye that this would bunch right up, so it's completely open, but when it's tight down, then you can't bunch it.
That's right.
Up. So that's still pretty good, but yeah. Then I tried on the other side making it way looser when it's down, but then the problem is when it rains, it just pools in your nose there. Right. So anyway, interesting. But I like it better than an end wall because I can bring the crop right to the end or even a little bit past. And
yeah. Exactly. All right, I'm back from Jordan's. Now we're going to put compost into these buckets and then spread them on the beds. I'm back here at the home base, and now I get to have some fun. I get to harvest some of these microgreen trials that I've been growing for a while. Not all of them. I'm just going to harvest the ones that I think are ready. And what I'm going to do is measure out exactly the yield, and then I'll be making some notes on like how many grams of seed, the day it was planted, the day it was harvested, and all that kind of stuff, so that I can basically compile a list of what were the successes and failures, and which ones I want to move forward with, and which ones I want to eliminate or change. Before I start, I'm just going to show you what I'm using. I've got my microgreens chef's knife that I harvest with, which is very sharp. Got a tote that I'm going to put my crop into, and then I've got a scale that I'm going to zero. So I'm going to put the tote on there, adjust it so that it's at 0, and then harvest and just weigh out what I've got. There we go. It's a beautiful microgreen. I love how it's purple on the bottom and greenish purple on the top. Stunning color, amazing flavor. So that was one flat. So that comes out at 200 grams, so just under a half a pound, 200 grams. Not bad. So now I'm just gonna zero the scale with what's in here and then harvest this other one and see if there's a difference. I'm sure there is. Well, no surprises there. Half the seed volume, half the harvest, so pretty obvious. So I'm thinking on that one I could probably go heavier. The original 14 grams. I've got another one coming along that I think is 20 grams, so I'm betting my money's going to be on that one, and I'm thinking 20 grams is going to be a good amount of seed on that one. So that's more or less what I'm doing today, guys. I'm just kind of going to do more of these trials, and I will mention I am building a new online course. I'm building a microgreens course with my friend and partner Luke Callahan, the one that I've been doing my online course with, and so it's probably not going to be out until the fall, but if anybody is interested in that, you can email me and let me know if you want to be on that list. We'll put you on that list when it comes out. So that is pretty much our day. I'll talk to you guys later.